Hi, welcome to Swift Fitness. Today we're going to do a glute maximisation workout, or in simple terms, we're tightening our butts. I just want to do a quick demonstration. Generally we all sit a lot. This does a couple of things. One, it tightens our hip flexors, which is situated here. It tightens our hamstrings, which are situated behind our leg, and it loosens off our glutes, which are basically our bottom muscles. Okay, so the thing that everyone needs to do, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting in your car, at work, at your desk or whatever, is you need to make sure that you're stretching off your hamstrings, you're stretching off your hip flexors, and you're tightening your glutes up. And that will then create a better posture. Okay, if in relation to stretching off your hip flexors and stretching off your hamstrings, a good workout routine is to go to the dynamic warm-up stretching that you'll also find on the Swift YouTube videos. So if you go to that one, there's a whole lot of different poses in that you move through, especially at the start, that will have you stretching off your hip flexors. One of the better poses that it has on that YouTube video is the one where you're actually going through from here. And the other one for hamstrings is in the same dynamic stretch process. You're going into a similar pose, you're going into that position as well. But go to that YouTube and that will show you some really good stretches for hip flexors and hamstrings. Okay, so let's get into our workout today. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off. Now ultimately you want to warm up, so make sure that you've done a minute of walking, a minute of light jogging on the spot, or a minute of skipping, just to get blood flowing, and you've done a dynamic stretch where you've stretched off hip flexors and stretched off hamstrings as well particularly. Okay, so we're down on the ground for our first one. Now what we're going to be doing is bridging, but we're not going to be doing straight leg, we're not going to be flat-footed bridging. You just need a surface where you can put your feet on the edge of, so it might be a little cushion or something, so your knees are slightly out to the side, okay? So what we're going to do from here is we're lying back and we're squeezing up through our bottom. So make sure you're squeezing those glutes when you're taking your pelvis off the floor. We're going to do 10 of these. Once you've done 10, what we're going to do is we're going to roll over. We're going to pop a weight, so a nice little hand weight's good for this. If you don't have any hand weights, you can do it without. We're going to squeeze that up into there and then keep that leg contracted around the weight, and we're going to push the sole of our foot to the ceiling, really squeezing through the bottom. We're keeping our back so they're nice straight tabletops. So if someone came and put a cup on it, the cup would stay there on our back, and we're squeezing through our bottom. After we've done 10 on one leg, we're going to switch the weight over to the other leg, and we're going to do 10 on the other leg. Just at a nice, easy, consistent pace. After you've done 10 on that leg, what you're going to do is you're going to flip back over again. And then from here we're going to do one-legged bridging, but this time we're going to do flat-footed. So you put one leg up, make sure your knees are even from here and they stay even. And you're going to lift your pelvis off the ground. Once again, pushing through your bottom muscles, your glutes. After you've done 10 on one, you're going to swap to the other, and you're going to do 10 on the other of one-legged bridging. After you've finished 10 of the others, we're going to come up. We call them Charlie Chaplins in the studio. It's best to do with a TheraBand. And then what you're going to do is you're going to turn your feet out slightly, and you're going to kick them backwards. Just slightly. Slightly is out to the side, and slightly backwards, and you're just going to do 10 of those. Now if you don't have a resistant band, then you can just do them without. If you pop your hands on your bottom, turn your feet slightly out and kick it back, you'll feel that glute muscle contracting underneath your hand. The thing you don't want to do is you don't want to take it out to the side. You'll feel that glute muscle doesn't switch on as much, so take them out to the back. and do 10, which is 5 on each leg. Now after we've done all of those, so we've gone through and we've done 10 repetitions, then we're going to do 15 repetitions. So I'm just going to repeat it again. So then you go down, starting like I said with a pillow, anything that you can get your knees just slide out to a slight angle, and you're going to do 15 bridges. 15 bridges. After you've done 15 bridges, you're going to come up. Prone extensions, hip extensions. From here, put your weight there or no weight. You can do it without a weight. And come up. 15 on one. And then 15 on the other leg. Remember bracing the core at all times and keeping everything nice and strong and straight. After you've done 15 on the other leg, you're going to swap over. You've got 15 one-legged bridges. And on the other side, 15 on the other side. And then coming up with your resistant band, popping your feet in them, turning your feet out slightly and pushing it out to the side. And for this one, just because 15 is an uneven number, just do 16. So you're doing 8 each side. Once again, if you don't have a resistant band, just putting your hands behind and kicking them out to the side. Now, after you've done 15 repetitions, then you're going to go back and repeat the whole thing again, and you're going to do 20 repetitions of everything. So 20 repetitions of your two-legged bridging with your knees slightly out to the side, 20 repetitions of your prone hip extensions where you're on all fours, flip it over, 20 repetitions of your one-legged bridging, and then 20 repetitions of your Charlie Chaplins. After you've done that, you're then going to go back and you're going to do 10 repetitions of everything at a slightly faster pace, okay, just to finish it off. And then you've done 10 swift 10 of strength. If you want any more information, go to swiftfitness.com.au, check out our blog, and I'll see you next time.